Boom, boom. This is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a bit Soul Land Reloaded up today. So today is the day they have released the first Triple S character, White Tiger, God of War. Right here. Character's name is Evil Eyes Mubai. So interesting name there. Let's take a look. We got some login freebies, but of course, as always, we have the Master Sale, yay! Inside of here, same as always, no change, 50 shards, okay? Also, he's 130 to make, okay? Just like SS plus characters, there's no difference whatsoever inside of, even though it's a triple S, it's still going to be the same amount of shards, and it's also going to be the same amount of it. So far, it's going to be the same amount of shards each event. Normally, on the first event of an SS plus, you would get 90 shards. You got 50 here, and you've got 10, 20, 30, and 40, giving you 90 shards in the first event. So it does not look like there's been much of a change in terms of acquiring the character. Still be able to do it in 3 events. 90 on the opening event. In a couple of weeks, they'll have another event, and you'll be able to get 20 more to get you up to 110. And then a few weeks after that, there'll be another event introducing the next Triple S character. And in that, there'll be a Soul Master sale, and you'll be able to get the remaining shards for him. And as always, the remaining shards for are right in here for Wu. Right here's the 20 shards. It's 20, 20, and you can get Wu right here. So I have already created Wu. I'm not going to take her up max. I'm saving the shards for die, but I did put her up, bring her up to 3 sun, just because I had those. I had some sitting around, and I put a little bit of stuff on her, and she shot right up. She's already bypassed these 3. She's already up to 60 mil. And by the time I'm finished with her, she'll probably be somewhere right up around in here. Okay. And that's where we'll probably hold off for now. Then we'll start seeing if we can focus on the characters, Triple S characters, if they're going to be that much powerful. And if they are, then that's what we'll do. But as you know, I've got the team set out. The team's looking really good at this point. So we're going to hold off on making any drastic changes. Wu is a very, very good character. She has excellent skill set, but the fact of the matter is she's not something that's going to enable me to replace the main team. I've got, so you got Tang San up here, and I've got his father, Chris got Tang Ao. So they're doing, they're doing very well at this point. Moving up, I'm at 25-21, so that is it. But it looks like there's not going to be any change. If you're going to go take a look at, he's 130 shards. Okay, so there's nothing different in terms of that. So we'll just have to see. In a couple of weeks we should get another event that'll get us up to 110. And after that, another 10 when they introduce the next Triple S, and we should get a Soul Master sale and that. So there's not going to be anything different from that angle. Okay, and it still uses level them up. Will still be using S shards as well. So we just have to wait and see exactly how much more it is. I assume per Triple S character you're going to see more, which is why I'm storing a lot in the bag right now. As you can see, I'm already storing some stuff up so that when the time comes, I'll be able to work on him and try to bring him up as much as possible. Also got a lot of SS plus shards here. We're going to be utilizing those in terms of applying them to the actual characters so that we can get all that set up. So keep that in mind. Now, in terms of events, we've got a God Trials. This looks like a new event. Okay, just participate in it. Get as far as you can. I managed to get up. It's got some pretty good events. It's got the shard packs in here. Okay, so if you want to get that as well as S shards, of course. But I got as far up. I got up here. I got pretty decent. I got up to right to here. I got to get a little bit more. Almost beating that, but it's in server wide accumulation, so keep that in mind as well. Okay. So just compete, do as much as you can, get as many points as you can, and hopefully, we'll get all the way up here, and hopefully back into that so that we can get in here and get some more of this stuff. But it's server wide, so it's based on that. When the event starts, use 7 powerful players as guardians in the battlefield. Taken from play, may, or choose any guardians. There are 6 difficult to unlock the next. The player actual body will replace them. Phase lasts for 4 days. Players on the guardian positions will get guardian rewards during this time. Other players can no longer challenge them, but can still receive rewards. Okay? So, just got to pump through. But as you can see, we've got some pretty high ones up here. But it's, it's all over the servers. So, it could be, anything in terms of that. But you just click and clear these right inside of here. I've already cleared these. I'll try to clear these, some more of these tomorrow, and see how it goes. But that's a new event up. Lucky Secret Treasure's up. A chance to get some shards for him. Okay. They've also got, under the gain token, they've also got tasks where you can get some rewards like this just by completing Soul Beast, attacking Soul Beasts. Okay. So keep that in mind as well. I didn't hit. They got a lot of them on here, so I was really hoping that I would hit, but I ended up getting this instead. So it would have been nice to get some shards, but it is what it is. They do actually have a 40 in here, so you can conceivably get him right now if you hit the 40. But of course, nobody hits 40. That's probably low on the RG list. All right, so there's really nothing else going on except for those 2 events. The festival preparations is continuing, so just remember to do it each day. It's server, like I say, it's a server wide, so you're not, don't expect to see this ride much when you complete your things, but that's not the problem. It's based on everybody on your server. Okay, so we're about halfway through the event, and we are about halfway through the levels. So our next event, we're going to start getting the good stuff. We're going to start getting some of that. And then we're going to start getting and we're going to get some S's, and then we're going to finally get SS 130 shards. So that's going to be awesome. I'm hoping we can get there. We've got a 6, so 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 more days left. Okay, so we're not quite at the 40 million mark right now. We're at 16, so conceivably we get between 30 and 40. I'm hoping, but we'll have to see. But yeah, just get in there and do it. Once you've done the cake, you'll see one of these characters will get a exclamation point over their head. Click on that; they'll take you to the actual level where the actual materials are at, the fruits and the jelly. And they'll take you there. You'll get the fruits and jelly, and you'll be able to get one of the flowers, which you can trade into Zoo. Right, Zoo will be standing right here. Trade that into her, and she'll give you a gift. It's just usually, a pittance. A couple mats or something, a couple of the nice mats. So, but it's only a few, so it's not nothing big. But hey, every bit counts, as they say. So keep that in mind. But you want to participate, because it's server wide. So do your part to keep your server. So hopefully your server can get the rewards. Other than that, everything else seems to be pretty much normal. So nothing has changed so far. Once we get the character, then we'll see how many more shards it's going to take. But it doesn't look like there's going to be much of a change in the way of the characters. It's just a new character class. Very, very similar to the SS Plus. So we'll have to make a decision whether or not you're going to want to work them in, of course. So just as you work them in, you can get rid of the SSs that you have in your team. Okay. Um, at level 100, you max out your slots, so there's no new slots going to be given. So we have just enough characters to fill up all of the slots with SS or SS plus characters. So once once uh, once you've got, like right now, for me to put Wu in the lineup, I have to take out BB Dong, S version BB Dong. So it's full. Okay, so that means when we get, die, if you have all the characters like I do, you're going to have to take out an SS. Will have to come out of your lineup and be replaced by die when you bring him up. So, just take that into consideration, which is why I was saying that you might not want to focus on SSs that much. Simply because the fact that if you have all the characters like I do, you're going to have to start getting rid of them. But you can, that's why they gave the regeneration up here, and so you can get all the materials and stuff and whatnot back. Pull those materials, all those shards and all that stuff back, and then you can put that into die. Okay, so you'll be able to utilize him fairly quickly because you'll have a lot of the mats that you need. The mats are not going to be different. Okay, probably what you're going to see is just numbers. The numbers might be a little bit higher, as I'm sure they're going to be to actually enhance him up to 5 Sun. I assume it's going to be a little bit more shards than it was for an SS Plus, but he's a little bit more powerful than all those. So if you take a look, at his actual skill set, he's an attacker. Okay, so just like his standard SS version. Activates divine power and transforms into, receives a shield, and this is what the problem with die was. SS die, he just died really fast. Okay, he was an attacker on the front line. Okay, but he really shouldn't have been on the front line because he really didn't have the kit to last on the front line. For me to get him into survival mode, I had to specialize my hidden weapons and specialize my spirit soul so that I was having a spirit soul that had defense. So that I, to keep him alive. It helped, but still, in the long run, he just fell out of favor pretty fast. But now you receive a shield. Okay, an attack increases and normal attack speed. Okay, so he is an attacker. Elemental, multiple unit physical attack. So he has a little bit of that capability in him. So transforms into a white tiger, charging toward the enemy, dealing a high amount of damage and knockback. That's always important for a front line. Knockback. If they're being knocked back, they can't do damage. All damage received in the next will be lowered by 20%. This is good. It's more survivability, and that's what I think you're going to be seeing with him. Is a little bit more survivability, and then deals a cross-shaped light wave, dealing instance of elemental damage. So it's physical, equivalent to 50 times attack to enemies it touches, up to 5 instances. A 12-second cooldown on that. And then we've got receive a shield, another shield, equivalent to 120 of attack and elemental, equivalent to 20 mag. Also increases 35 seconds in dual defense. So what you're going to see, and these are all standard, when current hit point is lower than this, A speed increases by 15, leveling the skull will permanently increase hit points. And this is just standard, basically increasing crit, basically attack speed, basically damage resist, and of course damage increase at the end. So you're going to see more survivability, which is good. From a base perspective of attack, he's a physical attacker, so you're probably going to see that it's not going to be that difficult for him to do plenty of damage. Okay, as you start bringing that up in, you start seeing shield ignoring. Anybody that's got a shield, they'll be able to penetrate the shield. And what I think is interesting about breaking up his passive is the fact that you start to see him having stat penetration, like ignoring defense and things like that. That's the ability that increases your damage, which I think is what's going to make him in the long run I think that's what you're going to see with the Triple S characters. I think you're going to see, you're not going to see much in the way of they're going to be a little bit of a stat increase, as I said before, but you're going to see kits. Their skills are going to be specifically designed to make them more effective at what they do. Like ignoring the defense means he's going to do more damage because he's a physical attacker. That's what you're looking for. Plus, they're giving him the ability to survive up close because he's a melee character. Okay, so they're giving you exactly what you need. A little bit more powerful than SS pluses, but you know everybody's going to get the character. I mean, the character. If you participate in the 3 events, you should be getting the character. There should be no trouble getting the characters at all. So get the character, drop away one of your SSs, dissolve him, regenerate him, put the mats into the triple S, and just start moving them up. Okay, and you know the real powerful items that you have, the soul bones and whatnot, they can be taken off and put on another character. They're not specific to a character. Okay, so you know as we start seeing characters, triple S characters come out, defense, healers, you know, you want to start moving them in, and then the team that you're using on your front team for your first team right now will become your second team. So making your account much more powerful. So yeah, you just have to keep up. But we'll see what it looks like whenever the time actually comes, and we actually do get a chance to build him up. But he does look pretty good at this point. So he is in the handbook, top of the line. So we'll have to see exactly what does that. But as you can see, the handbook's pretty much complete in my terms. I've got all of the SS and SS plus characters. Okay, so you know we'll just have to continue moving on. $300 diamond reward for claiming him, and he's sitting at the top. So we'll have to see how much he increases the actual book whenever we actually get him, because that's a good way to do that. I've got moving up my soul force. Everything's caught back up with my soul force right now. Got to get to 12. Got to get to 2530. And I got to get to trial 169 and reach 7.3 in Metal City, which I've already completed. Okay, so I should be able to reach 2530 here shortly. I'll be doing another session here in a few days and start leveling some stuff up. Now that there's nothing of a surprise in this event, I thought they might stick out, you know, 2 events, but this God Trials is not exactly associated. It's not associated with the Triple S characters. Festival Preparations doesn't appear to be associated with it either. So it turns out that they did not do. They just did a straight standard, and it looks like it's going to be a state standard SS plus format for the Triple S characters as well. So that's good. No surprises. Yeah, prices were not outstanding. The 50 shards were well within reason. They did not, they did not try to, up them up and make them, like 10,000 diamonds or anything like that. Yeah, it was basic. It was just like what it was for the others. So there was no problems in that. 130 shards, should be able to do it in 3 events, just like always. If it does change, of course, we'll of course I'll do a video and explain what changed. But for right now, it looks like everything is going to be the same. Okay. So thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you've subscribed, you'll see the bell. Click on it. You get notified each time we drop a video. Like and share the video as well. Makes the views increase significantly. This is Ken Rear, still coming at you, still from the corner, signing out.